Alright, so I have my fencing behind us. It is 42 Celsius today, which Google says is 108 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to try and make this quick work. We'll see, because I'm going to be working with putting in a breeze view here, just like a privacy guard. Each hole between the grates is actually a separate slat that I have to put on. So I'm going to try to work as quick as I can while I'm under the sweltering heat. I didn't really read the instructions until I got outside, and these slats, or in French I think they're called lamelles, have this little hole here and a plastic clip. This flat edge goes in here. You kind of have to like push it up so it locks into place. Okay, and then this little half cylinder here clips onto the wire panel. Pretty cool design. I think I'm gonna grab a bunch of these, take them inside, put these hooks on, and then come back outside instead of trying to put in one at a time outside in the hot sun. Doesn't make much sense. All right, be right back. Okay, now to tighten these top, middle, and bottom parts that have the triangle kind of pointing outwards, I'm going to push through these triangular plastic pieces that have an indentation for the wire on the outside. So that's going to make the slats fit nice and snug. You can see that it's a bit loose. So as you can see behind me, it's a bit of a savanna out here. We have not had a chance to cut the grass. It's been 42 degrees Celsius, 108 degrees Fahrenheit for the past week and for the foreseeable future as well. So it's just been too hot. Plus add that on top of the newborn. Yeah, it's been a complicated time schedule. So just to get some of this under control before calling it a day, I'm gonna go ahead and try to mow some of this, get it a bit cleaned up. All right, I'm gonna call it. It's an approximate job, but it's just way too hot. But at least I can see my feet again. says it's a whole lot easier to pass these horizontal placeholders here first, not last. I also learned it's better to do this inside with AC instead of outside. You live, you learn. So today it's a meager 35 degrees Celsius, 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice cool breeze. So we figured we'd go ahead and install 4 more kits of these Breeze View because we're big fans. Halfway done, 2 more to go. All right, we got a pretty exciting match tonight. USA is playing Bosnia, I believe. It's pretty late at night, so I'm going to try to get this done quickly, and then so I can take a nap and watch the game. Because my wife is French, I want to keep it respectful and neutral, so I will not be making any blatantly provocative statements about who I support. All right, that being said, it's still pretty hot outside, so I'm going to take this shirt off before I get to work. Yeah. That's better. All right, let's get to work. So we got 5 more of these. I'm going to continue down the line with Wi-Fi because that's just what comfortably fits into the car. Yeah, the delivery for the store is like €150. So we figure since we're always in Bordeaux anyway, we just might as well stop, get 5 each time. 5, 5, 5, and you're done. No delivery fee. It's only about a 30-minute drive from here, so it's not too bad. I think I've figured out the optimum way to put these on. Start with these triangles, and then I just put one slat or lamel down to hold them in place. Put a clip, then add one more slat, and now I'll pass these just faster versus when you try to slide them through each individual slat at the end. It's harder. Alright, now that we have our placeholders in, I just need to fill in the rest of the slats. So we're adding this because those bushes in the middle, dividing this property and the other property, we're going to cut those down, which is basically just going to leave our front yard totally exposed to the road. So this will be nice for, you know, keeping the cats in their own personal space, private space. Actually have some wind today, which is pretty nice. Last several days are just hot and no air. Alright, now my favorite part. Now the finishing touch, just put these caps on. There we go. Alright, one down. Okay, and we progress. Although there's 45 of these slats here, so even if I spend only 60 seconds on each one, that's 45 minutes just to put the slats in. I don't have 45 minutes to do each panel. It takes way too long. So I'm gonna set myself a little challenge here, see how fast I could get this done. Alright, last pieces. Alright, we're done. Now we can go in and watch the game. Hey, Jackie.
Just having a summer nap.
I didn't even know she was here. Swanta came work here and she was just hanging out.
Yeah. So Nathan, what are you doing here?
So we're gonna finally attack this jungle over here.
It's a big jungle. Are you gonna attack it with these scissors?
Actually, I think I'm not gonna use these ones. I'm gonna use the loppers.
Yeah.
Because these ones have seen better days. We have this giant Berlin wall here that blocks us from the other property. So anytime I want to bring over material to the other yard, I have to go outside, go all the way around, and then come back. It's a little bit of a walk, especially if you're carrying a heavy material. So I want to make a small opening here. So step A, remove giant overgrown bush.
But just like what? A meter or two, right?
Yeah, like 2 meters.
Okay.
So we're starting to finally see a bit through. You can see that behind these bushes here, there's a bit of a fence. Once we clear out these bushes, we're gonna cut an opening into that fence. For now, one that we can reclose, but eventually we'll be getting rid of the fence entirely. At some point, I'm gonna have to get the saw, but for now, we're gonna try to get what branches we can cut down with the loppers. This gives us some room to work with. So as you can see behind me in the distance, there's our new fence with a breeze view. And the whole purpose of having that is to replace this big bushes here so we can enjoy our full open property and the building next door.
Which you're gonna have to clean, right? Look at the vegetation on the facade.
Lots of cleaning, yes. You have to be careful though, because sometimes when you cut roots that are on the stones, sometimes there's no mortar left and it's really just the roots that were holding the stones together. That's why our part of our wall in the back collapsed on our dependency. We cut out all the roots, but there was no mortar left, so it just fell. I've never seen it this open before. Pretty cool. This bush branch actually grew through the fence in between. Okay, we've made our path. It's getting a bit late. We can't make renovation noise after a certain hour. So I think we're going to call it here and continue our work tomorrow. Until next time.